Today's news.
ISIS leader killed.
It's one less terrorist that we have to worry about.
Closing stages of Proud Boys trial.
The men face a maximum of decades in prison.
Transgender lawmaker faces expulsion.
She's been violent because she spoke the truth.
Good morning, I'm Steve Kathan with the CBS World News Roundup. The ISIS leader behind a notorious attack in Afghanistan that killed 13 Americans and many more Afghans during the U.S. troop withdrawal in 2021 has been killed by the Taliban. CBS's David Martin says that's the word from top administration officials.
The deadly blast at Abbey Gate was set off by a lone suicide bomber sent by ISIS into the chaos outside the airport in Kabul.
The individual from the ISIS cell that planned the Abbey Gate bombing was killed by the Taliban.
Darren Hoover, father of Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover, who died from the blast, found out in a phone call from the Marine Corps. Does it feel like justice to you?
To me, it won't be justice ever.
It happened early this month in fighting between the Taliban and ISIS. The Taliban apparently did not realize who they had killed, but the U.S. found out.
They got it from several different sources that this individual was indeed killed.
45 other servicemen and women were wounded and at least 170 Afghan civilians killed in the 2021 attack.
A Washington jury is weighing the fates of 5 men charged in the Capitol attack. CBS's Scott McFarland.
Jurors have sat through 4 months of arguments and of testimony. The 5 defendants are members of the far-right Proud Boys group, and they face the highest-level charge so far, seditious conspiracy, accused of plotting to block the peaceful transfer of power in America, and some of them of leading the mob past the police and into the Capitol. The group includes Enrique Tarrio, whose defense attorney told the jurors yesterday it was Donald Trump's words, his motivations, his anger that caused what occurred on January 6th.
We're hearing from the former Fox producer who's filed a lawsuit alleging former primetime star Tucker Carlson ran a misogynistic and discriminatory workplace. Abby Grossberg tells MSNBC she has 90 recordings of her time working at Fox, and Carlson's coverage of the 2021 insurrection was a turning point for her.
Tucker was very set on finding an FBI person who was implanted in the crowd and spinning this conspiracy that they were ultimately the ones responsible for the Capitol attack.
Reports say Carlson and ousted CNN personality Don Lemon have hired the same high-powered LA entertainment lawyer, Brian Friedman, who's won other settlements for people terminated from their jobs. Correspondent Meg Oliver has the latest on a transgender lawmaker in Montana who could be expelled today by Republicans. Zoe Zephyr made a comment about a bill to ban gender-affirming care.
The freshman lawmaker, who is transgender, tweeted last night that she faces expulsion or censured later today. That's after Republican House leaders announced they would vote whether her actions violated the safety, dignity, or decorum of the House of Representatives. For over a week, Zephyr has been barred from speaking on the House floor until she apologized for her comments opposing a Republican bill banning gender-affirming care for minors.
If you vote yes on this bill, I hope the next time there's an invocation, when you bow your heads in prayer, you see the blood on your hands.
Montana's Republican House Speaker deemed those comments out of line and that they broke House decorum.
No representative is above our House rules.
We're elected to have the hard conversations.
Zephyr says she's not apologizing for what she said, and in fact, she would say it again.
When marginalized communities rise up and speak to the harm, those folks in power, particularly on the far right, do not want to be held accountable.
4 minutes after the hour. Staples.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I want to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.